up here and whine and bitch about everything? This is a woman that loves fucking cats. Cameo and Tracy and Kitty and Cammy and Hunter and Flippy and all the others. And there's nothing wrong with Nickelback. Right, Dustin?
Yes.
Quit jerking off over there. Do that on your own fucking time, buddy. Dan, you were with me on the cats, right? How many cats you have? 4. Tammy, how many cats you got?
3.
This guy's got 4. They have to be separated so they don't mate all the time, okay? It's hard to herd cats. That's my advice, okay. That was a fun rant. Thanks for indulging me. All right, on deck is Tori Graft. Up next is Roan Cushing.
The diversity ends here. Let's see, what's this say? Russian swans. We'll see what we can do with that. Last week, I stopped drinking coffee, and I'm fine! There's nothing wrong. Okay. I'm trying to be healthy. It's awful. Some of you can agree with me here. By round of applause, who flosses?
Woo!
Okay. This next bit's not for you. I hate flossing. You're shoving rope through your teeth. It's no wonder everyone lies to their dentist. You know, your dentist is going at you. Looks like you got some plaque there. Have you been flossing? Yeah! Definitely. Set 9 times a day. Yeah, I'm flossing right now. Did you see me? People call me Johnny Floss back at where I work for this show. You know, you gotta floss. That's what my mom says. Thank you. Yeah, my mom's a real nice lady. She's very supportive. When I told her that I was going to do stand-up comedy, she said, "Don't! They'll laugh at you." And she's always been that person she's a very nice person, but she doesn't really have a grasp on society as we live in now. See, I'll give you the perfect example. A couple of weeks ago, I was in Chicago, okay? And I was having a couple drinks with some friends, and I was sufficiently drunk, so I did the responsible thing. I got an Uber cab home. And I'm texting my mom, and she'd known I'd been drinking, and she says, "You're drunk?" And I said, "Yep." And then she said, "You know, how are you getting home?" And I say, "You know," she says, "Who's driving?" And I say, "Uber." She says, "If Uber has been drinking, you are taking a cab." But I love to travel. A couple years ago, I was in Paris with a friend of mine. He's a skinny guy. He's the kind of guy that if you hug him too tight, you're afraid you might break him. But we're walking around the streets at night, and there's loads of homeless people all over the place. And just like you'd find in any capital city, but we end up walking in this really big circle. And the only way we know we walked in this really big circle is we meet the same homeless person for the second time. He's a very memorable man. He's tall, black, he had shoulder-length black dreads, and he had 2 big friends. Now, there's nothing wrong inherently with saying we met before and I still don't have any spare change for you. But I'm a snarky person. So what I said was, "Dude, you already got us." And he was not a fan. He was not a fan. The reason I know he wasn't a fan is because as I walked by him, he punched me in the back. And I am surprised. I'm thinking, this is a new part of the transaction. I do not remember this from previous transactions with this gentleman, and I'm hoping that when I turn around, he has some amazing pitch for me. You know, maybe it's like a fruit cake, and a bottle of fruit punch. Like, sorry, I punched you, but would you like to buy 100 shares of giving me money for the rest of your life? I turned around, he did not have any of those things. I was disappointed, but just for a moment, but I'm ready for fisticuffs. I don't know how to fight, but I've seen movies. And I'm really, really lucky because he just said something in French and then he walked away. And I didn't hear what he said, but I imagine it was something like, you know what, guys? You're right. That was not a good opening line. Let's go get a bank loan. Now, I learned something from this situation. 3 things, actually. First, you shouldn't be so snarky to the French homeless population. Second, they do not operate on a code where they don't ask the same person for money twice. And third, when you're dealing with people like this, only to speak in English with a Russian accent. It's true. It worked wonders because no one's gonna fuck with Russians if they know what's good for them. Okay? Russians are one of the most dangerous creatures you can encounter here on Earth. Just below swans. Okay? Now I'm serious. Swans are the most territorial animals I've seen in a while. They're just below Yorkshire Terriers and C-3PO with R2-D2. You love that robot a little bit too much. You can agree with me here, okay? Do you know what you get if you Google, "Are swans dangerous?" You get an article written by the BBC, okay? Now, it tells the story of a man who was drowned by swans. I'm gonna end on a low note, yeah. Now, he got between the mama swans and the baby swans. They didn't like that. They roughed him up. They sunk his feet into a couple blocks of concrete, and now he's swimming with the fishies. Now, while I was reading that, I came up with this last joke that I'll leave you with, and I could not find a segue for it. A man, a lake, and a swan walk into a bar. And the bartender says, "Thank you."
I'm pushing everybody. Mitch is over there now if you're wondering where he is.